Lesson 8.1 is a review lesson for us, and the slides I'm about to show you basically go through all the steps to solve each question. So this will be pretty short, and you can follow through in your notes pretty easily if you want to look at it yourself. But on here, I'm pretty much just going to remind us that we are talking about midpoint formula, which is review for us. We have a formula down here that represents midpoint, where we would take the x values of each coordinate, add them together, and divide by 2. Now that's an average, basically, then, of each set of coordinates. Midpoint's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to find. Here's an example where we have a landscape design includes 2 square flower beds and a sprinkler halfway between them. Find the coordinates of the sprinkler. If the origin is at the lower left-hand corner of the grid. Okay, so we have these coordinates, 4, 5, and 14, 13. So again, we take our x values, which are here and here, add them up and divide by 2. Take the y values, which are there and there, add them up and divide by 2. We have our midpoint. Distance formula, if you remember, is the formula right here, and that is basically a combination of Pythagorean theorem and slope formula. So if we have 2 coordinates, we're supposed to find the difference in the x values. Now we're not adding them together like we did for midpoint, but we're finding the difference. And then squaring that difference, find the difference of the y's and square that difference, add them up, and then take the root of it. Let's take an example. Here we have 2 points, -3 and 6, and 4 and -4. And what we do is find the difference in the x values. So 4 minus a -3, difference in the y values, -4 minus 6. Now be very careful about your order, because subtraction is not commutative. Order matters when you have subtraction. So if they go 4 minus a -3 in that direction, you want to go -4 minus 6 in that same direction. Now we take the differences and we square them. Notice that even if you have a negative in there, you get a positive 100. Because -10 times -10 is 100. And a positive 49. Add them up to get 149, and then you have to finish by rooting. And that will give you root 149, or you could actually do the calculation and get a decimal. Find the farthest point, very typical. Which point is farthest from, and they give you this. Well, you'd have to use distance from each one. You can graph them, but again, your eye can deceive you, especially if you don't graph accurately. So you want to do distance formula for each one. So you do it to the 2 and 4, do it to the -4, 1, do it to 0, 5, and do it to 3, -2. Do it to each one, see which distance is farthest. So they want to know the farthest distance. So the biggest number wins in this case. Alright, so they did that, and they got root 10, they got root 13, which is bigger, root 5, which is smaller, and root 41, which is the biggest. So that would be 3, -2. So yes, you do have to apply it to each one. And that's it. Very quick and simple, and I hope the lesson goes as easily, or the assignment goes as easily, and we'll take a look at it tomorrow. Thank you.